fucking choice! My body, my fucking choice! My body, my fucking choice! My body, my fucking choice! My body!
Streets of Melbourne to let people know that we're fucking angry! We're fucking angry! We're pissed off! And we are not prepared to be polite. We're not prepared to sit down while millions of people have their rights to control their own bodies trashed by an undemocratic, bigoted Supreme Court. And we are not prepared to stand by and be quiet while women here in Victoria are denied adequate access to healthcare because there are not enough services and because it costs God too damn much. We need it to be free. We want there to be services everywhere. We don't want hospitals to be allowed to deny women abortion care. Why should they accept public money, taxpayer money that we have given them for pregnancy care, and they can say, nah, we're not going to provide abortion care in this hospital. In the Western Metro at Werribee, the Werribee Mercy Hospital, one of the few hospitals in the area, refuses to give abortion care. They should not be given exemptions. Every hospital should be providing abortion care. That's something our state government can do. That's something we can fight for. That's something we can press. And that's something Victorian Socialists will keep on fighting for. And it's so amazing to have hundreds of you here today raising your voices with us on the streets, letting everybody in the city know that we are going to keep on fighting. We're going to keep on marching. We don't take our rights for granted. We know they can be taken away. There's not just some automatic progression in our society where things just get more and more and more equal. That's not how it works, and what's happening in the United States shows us that. We have to be organised to defend our rights. And more than that, we have to be organised to press for something so much better than what we have right now. So, whenever the bigots show their face, what are we going to do? Fight back! Stand up, fight back. When the bigots show their face, what are we going to do? Stand up, fight back! So let's keep on organising. Come in October and keep on fighting. Whenever there's a protest, let's build up that culture here in Victoria of a strong wall of angry women, of angry trans people, angry non-binary folk, of angry people fighting back for their rights. So when women's rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When trans rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! Say, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! Say, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! Woo! You are also amazing. So let's make a commitment to each other by chanting that we will be back the next time that we need to get on the streets. So we'll be back! 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 Yeah, that's right. We'll be back! So thank you so much for coming out. Let's keep on organising and fighting against oppression wherever we see it. Thanks, guys.
We've come to the end of the rally. How do you think it went today?
I think it was amazing. It's so great to see everyone out here for a common cause, standing up for women's rights, for trans rights, to protect our bodily autonomy. And it gives me so much hope for our generation and future generations that we're going to keep progressing and that people will not take our rights away from us.
So I'm Bonney Corbin, I'm the Head of Policy at MSI Australia. I work for Australia's only national surgical and medical abortion provider, and I'm involved in advocating for harmonisation of abortion law across Australia, advocating for different changes that would enable a person's right to choose over a range of pregnancy options. So there's 5 pregnancy options: abortion, adoption, care, kinship care and parenting. And we want everyone to have access to all 5 of those pregnancy outcomes depending on their personal needs and circumstances. I just came off the rally today. We just went for our 2nd week in a row of marching through the streets of Naarm, demanding abortion care be free on demand in Australia without judgment. We stand in solidarity with those in the US doing the same. And I mean, there's thousands of people that turn up for this, so it goes to show that the majority of people in Australia want accessible abortion care, they want free abortion care, they want culturally safe abortion care, and they want it for anyone who needs it, whether they be a woman, whether they be LGBTIQ+, whether they be trans, non-binary. Everyone has the right to decide what happens to their own bodies.
We just had another amazing protest today. Hundreds of people screaming at the top of our lungs against the bigots, against the church, against the state, who think that they have a right to decide what women do with their bodies. We're here to say no to that level of coercion. We're fighting for our self-determination. We're fighting against sexism, fighting against transphobia. We're fighting, for a world of genuine equality. And it was, so liberating. I met people who were protesting for the first time in their lives, and they talked about how liberating it is to get together with other people who care passionately about the same thing. They can feel helpless and despair when you see this wave of reaction happening in the most important country in the world, the United States, the most powerful. And actually getting out on the streets is something we can do to build up our strength and to build up our capacity to defend our rights. We'll be continuing to protest. We think that we've got to keep on getting out on the streets, fighting for not just legal abortion, not just safe abortion, but for that abortion care to be free. It should not cost anything, and for services to actually be across the whole of the country. There are many women who have no access to abortion care because they have to travel many kilometres, and it's too big of a barrier for them. So we're fighting to change that state of affairs. Also, there are lots of bigots in Australia who try and undermine what rights we do have. For instance, Bonney Corbin, who's a Member of Parliament, he's in the upper house, represents the Western Metro. He organises every year a march of thousands of people to try and recriminalise abortion. So we have to be out there to say, you don't represent the majority of people in Victoria. The vast majority of people support women's rights to choose. You are just bigots. You want to turn back the clock, and we will not let you. So on October 8th, we'll be marching in the city, countering their March for the Babies, countering the pro-life liars, the people who say they care about people's lives when they're actually for women dying in backyard abortions. So therefore women continuing unsafe pregnancies. We will not let them get the upper hand in Victoria, so let's get out there on October 8th to counter Bonney Corbin and all the bigots in Victoria. That's what Victorian Socialists will be doing, and I hope that there will be hundreds, if not thousands of people that will join us in that fight.
Women will decide our fate! Women will decide their fate! Women will decide their fate!